Yo, good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Wake up, wipe the sleep off your face. It's time for another day. All right, so let's begin the prep here with Meta. 10-minute chart, clear the set. Big rip and dip yesterday or on Friday. Let me turn that down a little bit. Okay, let's mark previous day low. Excuse me. Previous day high, pre-market low, and the pre-market high. Okay, our pre-market levels are green, previous day levels are purple. Okay, supply, there's a demand there and a pivot. All right, let's say breaking base below the pre-market low. Let's watch the 775, 770 puts. Bounce on the pre-market low or bounce off of it. 785, 790 calls. Okay, breaking base above the pre-market high. 790, 795 calls. Reject off of the pre-market high. 780, 770, or it would be 775 puts. Yeah, that's fine. It's Monday. All right, let's get this posted into the watch list channel. Today is August 18th, and this is Meta. Okay, let's move over to NVIDIA. Let me make sure I got the chat up. Bit rate. All right, sweet. Yo, good morning, Cool Chi. What's up, Isaac? Keaton, good morning. Fatal, good morning, my brother. Maria, what's up? All right, let's clear the set. All right, let's mark previous day low, previous day high, pre-market low, pre-market high. Okay. Okay, let's say breaking base above the pre-market high. Let's watch the 182.5, 185 calls. Reject off of the pre-market high, 180, 177.5 puts. Okay, now main area I'm going to focus is the previous day low demand. Breaking base below the previous day low. Let's watch the 177.5, 175 puts. Bounce off the previous day low. 180, 182.5 calls, okay? Yo, what's up, Bob? Good morning, bro. House of Stacks, good morning. Okay, there's NVIDIA. Let's move over to Tesla. Look at this set. Pre-market low, pre-market high, previous day low, and the previous day high. Breaking base above the pre-market high. Let's watch 335, 340 calls. Reject off of the pre-market high. Let's watch 330, 325 puts. Breaking base below the previous day low. 325, 320 puts. Bounce off the pre-market low. 330, 335 calls. Okay. Okay, there's Tesla. Let's move over to SPY. Yo, what's up, Evergreen? Okay, let's mark previous day low, previous day high, pre-market low, pre-market high after 4 a.m. right there. Stuck in a range right now. Excuse me. It's Monday, guys. Just take it easy. There'll be plenty of opportunity this week. All right, we have previous day or below here. All right, let's say breaking base below the pre-market low. Let's watch the 640, 639 puts. Bounce off of the pre-market low, 644, 645 calls. Breaking base above the pre-market high. Let's watch the 645, 646 calls. Reject off of the pre-market high. 641, 640 puts. Okay, let's bump up to the hourly chart. I need some levels to the downside. Tommy says, "Good morning, Maple. Thanks for your work. It's inspiring. I understood very well that focusing on risk, way better than focusing on ICT, fair value gap, or whatever." Big ups, big truth to that. What's ICT? I don't know. What he said, you had impact on someone's improvement. I know it will boost you up, so that's why I'm sharing. Yo, I appreciate that, man. You know, that's why I do this. A lot of people think, oh, you know, I'm up here to gloat or sell subs for alerts or this or that. Bottom line, man, is that if I can help just at least one person change their life, whether it be, you know, you don't have to worry about your rent anymore, or something small like your gas bill, right, or groceries, that takes stress off of your life, you know, or out of it. And you can go and then, you know, maybe spend some time enjoying the things that you like to enjoy, and get a different perspective out of life. You know, a lot of people go through depression, or, you know, experience a mundane form of lifestyle due to, you know, one second, outlying, you know, aspects like working a job that doesn't pay enough. And hopefully you guys, you know, pick up on what I'm trying to teach and improve your life. This is that CPI high we never hit. Bottom line, you know, I'm just some, well, that's not CPI high, CPI pre-market high. I'm just some regular guy, right? No special education, no background in this, or, you know what I mean? Like, I picked it up one day and I never put it down, right? I always studied, always worked towards achieving something that I knew people were making a lot of money doing, but wasn't taught to, I would say, or taught under a, what's what I'm looking at? I'm looking for that typical mold that, you know, society wants to put you in. Yo, wake up, go make someone else some money, right? Did I have a mentor? No. Actually, I did. I did have a mentor. Myself. Okay? Myself. And I know a lot of people hate that answer. They're like, no, you didn't. But no, bro. Who fucking taught me, right? J Dunn? J Dunn taught me, right? Harry Wang? Those are my goats. Right there. Those are my goats. Harry Wang. Look them up. Holy shit, dude. Imagine I have to say that. Right? Imagine Harry Wang taught me. I have to say that. Absolutely not. All right, let's type this out. SPY directional analysis. Longs. My mentor, though, number one mentor, my losses. If you're not learning something from your losses, you're not doing it right. All right, longs, aiming to defend the pre-market low 642 in order to push above the pre-market high 643.17. Over this, they target previous day or below 643.71, 648, or excuse me, 644.88. Then the previous day high 646, and then 647.13. Shorts aiming to defend the pre-market, or no, let's say aiming to defend 645. I see a lot of sellers there. Aiming to defend 645 in order to push below the previous day low 642.51. Below this, they target pre-market low 642, 641.39. Typo. 40 638.96 and 638. Okay, let's get her screenshotted. Dude, I don't know what happened to Harry Wang. I guess no one was buying his trade at ease group or whatever. But I'm sure he's out there scamming, doing something, you know. He got the will to scam. He's out there. Alright, so SPY directional analysis is posted. All I ask is that you guys leave a like showing support for the directional analysis. I post this every single morning for free, giving traders insight as to where buyers and sellers potentially are for today's intraday market. So when I get back, let's chart out futures, pick out contracts to watch prior to the open, as well as get through our warm-up, okay? So I'll see you guys in just a few. Go get some coffee. Yo, I'm back. All right. Let's chart out ES real quick. 10-minute chart. Where's my music at, bro? Um, Yo, can you guys hear that in the Discord? You can hear Ski Mask? Okay. Okay, how about now? Gucci ad lib burr. Alright, sweet. It's cleared out. Yeah, put it back on, bro. Water. Blue's Clues. Bills on me blue. Blue. Blue's Clues. Oh my god. Hell yeah. Nice work, though. Whoa, mama. Oh shit. Alright, lower blow is also previous stay low too. Bro, go listen to Ski Mask right now. All of you. There's Lord High being broken right now. Yes, bro. There's only one Ski Mask. Viral pussy hoe. Alright, here's previous day or blow. We're also sad when X died. I was dealing with a fucking, what was it, like a forest fire or whatever on Durango. I was packing up, putting things in the storage unit, and his ass got shot. Alright, let's get this posted here. Yes, 10-minute. Yo, what's up, Lightning? Pozo, good morning. Oh, that coffee's hot. Bro, that's what I'm saying, man. Shit just doesn't hit the same anymore. Now it's all sad. Alright, session low, session high. Let's get previous day low right here. Previous day highs were right there. Where's the Lord? All right, there's NQ 10-minute. Yo, what's up, Ogman? Let's go back. Actually, contracts, yeah, they're important. Not so important though, right? Because we can always just adapt and pick them as the market is live. But I really want to focus on the warm up. It's 9:08 right now, so Friday was OPEX. I wasn't here. I don't recommend that you guys trade OPEX. So what was the poll on Friday? I'm sure that y'all did well, but pretty good. Okay, but looking at it, this I just want you guys to realize, right? Like, what were the two opportunities, right? Maybe a 2-minute CBC off of the open, 30-minute orb hold, right? And then it pops up, VWAP EMA is great, and then it sells off, rejecting VWAP and then 10-minute EMAs. But then after 11 a.m., there really wasn't anything that you could take with confidence. Right, so make sure you guys have those do not trade days, whenever it may be. OPEX, day before CPI, day before FOMC, etc. Right, those are the days that I recommend. So, but aside from that, let's go back to Thursday. Okay. So Thursday, right here's 9:20. CBC flips off of the open. You get a 2-minute EMA pullback, also red candle pullback. I remember this session very clearly. I kept telling everyone, buy red candle pullbacks, right? Until the CBC flips, right? So, CBC bullish. I'm just going to highlight, right, all of these red candle pullbacks here. And then I'm going to pull it up on a 2-minute chart, right? Or 3-minute, depending upon what you're trading. I just have a 3-minute button, or 2-minute button here. Okay, so remember, the CBC flipped right here. 2-minute EMA pullback, 2-minute EMA pullback, 2-minute EMA pullback, and again and again. Each of these gives you a higher high pivot break, right? An area where you should take profit and trail the stop loss or just flatten it completely. What am I looking at? 5 NQ on a 50K account is called gambling. Keep selling subs to newbies. Marky Low, good morning, brother. Good morning to you. Right? I'm only going to give you positive affirmations, okay? God bless you. As we say from the South. Lord bless your heart. All right? Bro, you can't kill my vibe. I'm listening to Ski Master Slump God. I've made millions of dollars. I'm handsome. I'm short. That's okay, though. And I have a system that provides daily. You can't stop this fucking momentum, bro. Don't even try. So back to the prep. I think he's mad, like, probably about this video. Because he can't do it himself, right? He's got a small peepee, but... Right? He's mad because he can't do this. Look, let's just watch. Let's just watch myself make some money. This is an older video, too. He's just mad. Look, and that's not even a crazy move, bro. Bill breaker, CBC short, 2-minute EMA rejection, targeting, pivot low, 20K. It's okay, Marky. We'll all get there one day, bro. Totally playing prop firms both ways. Totally, bro. Definitely right. All right, so let's look at the continuation here, right? We can't trade short unless CBC flips short, right? There's the CBC flip candle. Go to the 2-minute chart. What do we see? Okay, you get the 2-minute EMAs cross, right? Wait for the entry on the retest. Okay, 2-minute EMA cross and retest. There's a perfect rejection. If you miss the retest, you can take it 2-minute candle by candle method following the 2-minute CBC flip, right? Where's your target? Micro pivot here. If you short prior to the pivot, break VWAP 16 points, breaking a little deeper 40 points, and at the very low there 65. I don't want you to get all of that, right? Ideally half of it. You see, but that's what I'm saying, guys, right? Like, witness this. I have people coming in. They spend their time coming to the stream. This costs me nothing, right? This costs them everything, their time, that they're wasting it. And they come to the stream to try to discredit our hard work and our system, right? That's how fucking good it is. That's how much it pays. All right? I have made more millionaires than any other furu out there, and I'm not even that big of a fucking trader. So, back to the show. Okay, so great. CBC flip, 2-minute EMA cross retest. Bingo. Done. Now, it gets a little choppy here, right? And I'm not trading at this point in time. I'd take my money and make it. I had a haircut that day. Let me get the orb here. So there's 30 orb low, 30 orb high. Oh, you see? Liquidity sweep, breakout, sweep. They give you the targets. You know, a lot of times we think that the market's just going to push up, or straight down. You know, and we always tend to forget that, you know, in order for a reversal to occur, we have to have these pivot points confirming that higher low, etc., right? So with that, knowing that the liquidity is swept, targets were given. 20 EMA, VWAP, mid orb, and pushing into that close to that 30-minute orb low demand, but not quite, right? But a trailing stop loss should have been hit. Now, you get a big surge up here, and a lot of traders think, hey, this is we're just going to push straight up. CBC bullish, 2-minute EMAs bullish, time to rip up, right? You have to understand how the market moves. You must see a higher low confirmation for an intraday reversal or a reversal when price is below VWAP. So even though this surges up, gets a lot of longs excited here, you see that it's a 50 fib rejection, right? Golden zone rejection. What happens, right? Pops up, pulls down. All right, then what happens, right? You get a higher low confirmation. This higher low is up to you, right? You either risk a pivot break or a close beneath this low here, or you wait for the CBC to flip. Now, the CBC flip's going to come much later. All right, so again, I would monitor your 2-minute EMAs. Let's go back. Okay, 2-minute EMAs, cross right here, right, push up and retest. You see the 9 is above the 20 there. Not bad risk to reward to take that long for that push to orb high. But then Once we get to orb high, again, you can't be too biased towards one direction. That's where a lot of traders get, in trouble. They're so biased on the continuation that, hey, this is going to push up. I've done all the work. Now it's just sit back, kick the feet up on the desk, and just watch the profits collect. You have to manage your trade no matter what. And understand, and what I mean by manage my trade is set a trailing stop loss to ensure profit. Okay, there are times when I'm a bit more, on risk, and I won't set a break-even stop or something like that, and sometimes I regret doing that, just to make a little bit more money. So you got the higher low, higher high pivot break is right here, right? The micro pivot. Okay, but then they break the orb high, and you know that the only form of continuation you're going to see is if you get a break in base, right? One, or not the only form, but the two forms, or if you start to see us extend away from this orb high and only closing green candles above it, right? Maybe I can find an example prior to the open, but what happens is this: price breaks the orb high, you start getting bearish candles on 10-minute closing beneath the orb high. You get a CBC flip confirmation as well. With that CBC flip confirmation, this gives you the green light to short green candles, and you can't take any longs unless the CBC flips, right? So let's say, hey, CBC flip short, candle opens, you short right here. Okay, not bad risk to reward. That's a less than 20-point risk. It drops down, breaks, how much is that? Breaks the 10-minute 20, 15 points, breaks VWAP 30 points. Digging a little deeper there, 50 points, right? I typically like to set a trailing stop or take it all off at 50 points. That's $1,000. Again, you can't trade long until what happens? CBC flips. This is trading CBC in a range. Remember, if you're in the range, take your profit, okay? Don't force it. Don't force that continuation or that trend. There's nothing wrong with taking 15, 20 points at a time. That's $300 to $400 per contract. And walking away and winning in the market, something that 95% of traders fail to do. So CBC flips bullish here. Go to the 2-minute chart. What do you see? 2-minute EMAs cross and retest, all giving you higher high pivot breaks. You can see that surge over pivot, surge over a pivot, right? That's why you have to scale and trail, because what happens at any point in time, you can get that sell off, but that's after the market close. Yo, I appreciate that, Harry Burt. All right, coffee slammed. Let's put SPY back up here. You saying $20 on SPX, Jimmy? All right, let me pull up the spaces here. Guys, don't forget, okay, I've partnered with Take Profit Trader, best prop firm in the business. 40% off, no funded fee when you pass with code MAPLE. That's MAPLE. There's a link in the chat. CBC flip short there. Yep, Jackson Hole, man. I remember Jackson Hole a couple years ago. He was on stage for like a minute. The market got obliterated. Hold on. Guys, and today, like, I really want you to visualize what setup you're looking for. I know I say this every morning, but it's extremely important. Put yourself in that frame of mind of what triggers you to take a trade. Once you have that visualized, right, you'll be able to execute without hesitation. Dude, there's so many people in here trying to discredit me. I love it. You guys fucking fuel me, man. Keep being haters, right? Keep being fucking haters. I love it. You guys make me rich, dude. You guys make me want to ball so fucking hard, right? Don't forget, tell your boss said what's up when you bring them Dunkin' Donuts. I've been there. It's okay, man. It's okay. Sometimes it's your turn to buy the $20 worth of donuts and you're making 14 an hour. I get it. Sometimes it's your turn. Just fork it out. Yo, good morning, guys. Good morning. Hope you all had a great weekend. I'm just coming into the market pretty patient this morning. I'm going to get the SPY directional analysis pinned at the top. Main levels for me to watch today. I'm just watching the range in between the pre-market low and pre-market high. Was a pretty tame pre-market aside from like that, London kind of range or London push, which I was asleep for. But looking for a break in base outside of this pre-market range, whether it's the high or low for continuation. It is Monday, so I do expect maybe some kind of anticipation for price action later this week. Jackson Hole, Powell speaking. So don't be surprised if we see an orb day. We had an orb day on Friday, which was OPEX, or a range kind of day on OPEX. I think the range day was on Thursday, my bad. But aside from that, try to react to the market, right? I'll be focusing on my 10-minute time frame, 2-minute EMAs, 9 and 20 for my entries today. And just following my rules, right? Not forcing myself to tilt or chasing price action or chasing the money. That's where I typically find myself in trouble. But we do have about 4.5 minutes till the open. Any data for today? Doesn't look like. Nope. We have minutes on Wednesday at 2 p.m. So Monday and Tuesday, maybe we see some clear price action anticipating that FOMC. But good luck to you all today, and let's make it happen. See, look, dude, born figure, bro, dude, you're a grown man. You logged on to my stream to talk shit. I'm your boss. I'm your fucking daddy. All right? Understand that. You woke up, I was in your mind. You're like, let me go on this short Filipino stream and talk shit and show them I'm the fucking man. Right? I'm your daddy. It's okay, man. Right? Go to your room, son. Look, this is the same dude. This is Marky Low. He got two YouTubes. One for hentai YouTube, bro. Dude's watching freaky. He's a freaky link. Dude got 2 YouTubes. You are a freak, bro. It's okay. Bro got 2 YouTubes, man. Fuck.
You got one YouTube Premium, the other one you just freaky on. That's what I'm saying, man. It's hilarious. Hilarious, man. They're trying to prove something to some random dude on the internet. I'm barefoot, sitting crisscross applesauce in my chair like a boss. All right? He can't even sit crisscross applesauce. Come on, dude. I'm fucking meditating in my chair. That's what I'm saying, man. That's that beta male energy. You know, we about to ball today. You already know. We about to ball today. And if we don't, it is what it is, man. Mm. J-Boy, it's all good, man. Don't worry, dude. We can stick to everything. Don't worry, we're gonna get sidetracked. Alright? We're gonna talk about everything, bro. You know, I was baking cookies. I'm gonna relate trading to baking cookies to y'all after we make some money, alright? If you're not always thinking about trading, do you really want this? I was baking cookies thinking about trading, bro. Do you really want it? Bro, the haters, I love them. They fuel me, okay? I told you I'm an angry person, but I can channel that anger into different outputs. Dude, if I only traded one MNQ, I'd make more money than him. That'd be hard as fuck. We're in a range right here. Like, I really like CBC is bullish. I'd like to see a continuation to the upside, but you know, look, you got a lower high and a higher low. That to me tells me I need to play the edges. See, and CBC's bullish ES and it's bearish NQ. Tesla rip. Yeah, Tesla Nvidia as well for pre-market high here. No reason to rush it, guys. I don't have the proper confirmation. Maybe ES. But like, you know, EMA's coil right on VWAP. Like if you make money off the open, you should scalp it, but other than that, no real reason to force it. Like, and I'm concerned, like, yeah, you're getting a strong push off the open, but is this a trap for the shorts or for the longs? Because we're both on VWAP here. Hmm. Water. Dude, meta's dying. Mhm. 2 minute EMO pullback. Yes. Mhm. What's a PLTR doing? Not bad. Maybe bill breaker. I mean, it is long. NQ long, bill breaker scalp. High risk here on VWAP. High risk, don't shadow it. I think maybe they're sweeping it to the opposing orb level here. And I don't really like this surge into VWAP right out of the gate. But Nvidia's moving. Apple's up. I'm gonna de-risk this quickly. It's the open, you know. 10-point gain NQ, sold half. There we go. There's the London orb high here, 816. Good target for the NQ longs would be 10-minute 200 EMA, 836. We are testing the London orb high here, so we do have to close over that if we want that 10-minute 200 EMA for a further buy imbalance. I mean, watch out for the fake out breakout on Tesla pre-market high. Nice push there, ES. That's like 3-4 points. I should have hit the 2-minute pullback on NQ in the 90s, 80s, but that's okay. See if they hold the 2-minute CBC. Looks like a dip buy right here, but Also, they're trying to sell the VWAP right here, 801. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yup, Meta getting donked. Nobody cares. It's still make fun of your tombstone. Got a minute here. Tesla, look at that pre-market high fake out breakout. Two-minute EMA pullback. Look at that. Beautiful 2-minute EMA pullback. Let's go higher now. Look at that. Same thing on ES. Nothing you doing, nothing you doing, nothing you doing. Little baity here. We gotta see if the 2-minute EMAs hold. Red candle pullback. Rejecting off of VWAP though. It's only a half position. I think this is a decent 3-minute, 2-minute entry. 46 is just too far out. Kind of drilling it here. I just don't like that rejection off VWAP. That is my thing. I'd like to see, like, if a short's gonna play out, obviously you need the CBC to flip. Again, it's the range, you know, you gotta play around the edges. This is that edge resistance here. Meta still getting cracked. I'm interested in maybe Nvidia calls. Like, I know that it ripped up high, but with this range, you could see strength. Like Jimmy's saying. Buy 645 call Hero 0. Excuse me. I mean, this is, you know, I'm buying a red candle, CBC bullish. We'll see how it plays out. I got a decent entry here, but really I need to see NQ aligning with that. Showing a little bit of weakness there. Options contract low kind of bounce as well. Excuse me. This is why I de-risked half, right? You have to just off of the open de-risk quickly. Look, bot red. Maybe a de-risk green here soon. We'd have to see like a sense of urgency here. Orb is going to be set in 15 minutes though. That's the point. Spilling on my radar because of previous storms. Perfect entry there on the Hero 0 for the calls. Bought red. I'm about to sell some green here. Still looking for those 10-minute 200 EMAs on ES and NQ. Buy new highs, baby. Beautiful, just scaled. Hold on. 50% gain, SPY 645 calls on the Hero 0. I sold half. GG. Bro, I bet Marky's sitting there on an unsigned, or, you know, he's just a signed out YouTube Can't even fucking chat, bro. And he's like, damn, this motherfucker just dropped 50% on my head. He just bought the bottom and he dumped on my forehead. Bro, 60% now. Bro, 50%. Augie, I gotta take that, bro. Like, think of it this way, right? I walked up to a machine, I put in $5,000, and it immediately said, hey, you want 2,500 back for free? Bro, yes. Give me. You know what I'm saying? Because they could take it. Like, yes, it can go higher, whatever, man. My goal is to take the money. My goal is to take the money. No, I was at 50. You're good. Look at NQ. Look at NQ, baby, go. Yo, 29-cent fill, bro. That's still a good gain. Like, right, 29%, bro. You'd be up like, you're at what, 40%? You're at 40%, brother. That's fire. NQ longs, they never flipped 10-minute CBC. Rip it, baby. Buy those red candles. Buy those red candles. Push me up. No, not really, Jimmy, because I'm always trading like 0 days, you know? So I'm here to take my money and walk. But I should probably trade a few days out. See, NQ, man, they just can't clear that VWAP. Be my baby. If they can stay above the London or below it, it can be decent. I just, that tweezer top off the VWAP rejection, not super pretty. And it looks like maybe SPY wants to come back to the lower time frame EMAs one more time. No, I mean, I do the daily analysis, my directional analysis. So, and it does play out fairly well, but I'll test it out. A lot of times when I'm trying to like deviate from the main thing that I'm doing or try to implement something new, like there's always going to be that period of drawdown or because you're just figuring it out. So I don't want to throw my tempo off for sure, but we'll see. We'll see how this NQ plays out. Looks pretty weird. Oh, excuse me. May cut the remainder of the NQ here. Yeah, let's see. Probably gonna. It's just one. It's just a half a position left, but it doesn't look very good at all. Break even stop hit there on or on SPX or SPY, excuse me, and then NQ also got stopped out. The remainder. I don't know why I said SPX. Like, I know it's 0-0, but bro, I take 50%. You got to take that. You know, I don't want to give any of that back. We can hit more hero zeros, but again, that weakness off of the VWAP rejection tweezer top, right? And that Tesla looks like fake out breakout, but I'd rather trade alongside the confirmation. Now, I can't take a short unless the CBC flips, right? So I have the luxury of being patient here. It does suck because you might have to wait 7 minutes. Previous day or blow rejection there too. This is like that buyer's territory here too. I mean, they could flush it. I'm not saying to go long. I'm saying, man, it feels like a long again. On SPY at least, but we'll see how the 10-minute closes. Good money on the SPY calls. Little tag there on NQ. For sure, evergreen. Did it do 5 points under? No, not yet. That'd be a low day break. Fucking emotional. Yeah, I'm 4/4 sales. Oh, excuse me. Just chill, guys. No reason to rush. It is a demand right here. I see a demand down at 744. I just don't see any movement like on individual names either right here. I could do like maybe 2-minute CBC. I want to check the 3-minute on NQ. It hasn't crossed yet. CBC just flipped though. Mm-hmm. 3 minutes until the candle closes. Ideally, I get like a 3-minute EMA cross and retest.
Nvidia though, like I know the market's moving down, but Nvidia, that's like a 2 minute EMA pullback. Orb is about to be set. Could have hit the short, but that's okay. I need confirmation. Previous day low right here. Waiting for the 10-minute to close. That's it. See if I can get a fill under 20. PBC flip, waiting for the EMA pullback. Here we go. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. NQ short, 3-minute EMA risk. My concern is the 30 orb, guys. See if they see if that's the retest of the 7. No, they didn't even hit 70s, but fail 70s, 80s. You typically see 20s, 30s. We did hit the 30s slightly here. Dude, that Nvidia trade though. I don't know. I like the 185s, but risky with the indexes pushing lower. I don't really want to go long on Nvidia. Excuse me. This 2 hour looking like 2 hour EMA cross retest. Maybe we pushed a little lower today. 2-minute EMA pullback. I kind of want to take a hero zero here. Bro, well, how much size did you take? I'm only down here like 8 points. How'd you get stopped? My risk is a 3-minute EMAs. I feel like I'm being scared right here. The 2-minute EMAs. Like to take another short on SPY. Maybe with good reason though. There's the VWAP retest, ES. Choppy range. London orb high. Session low area on the 640 put. Dude, the indices are super chopped today. Maybe like golden zone right here too. Orb high, orb low, mid orb hit. They didn't sweep the lows, but excuse me. Halfway through the 10-minute. Like that candle though, concerning because they could flip this pretty, easily here over the previous candle high. 61.8 fib. Session low on the 640 put. I like the 2-hour EMA cross and retest. But we're in the middle of the orb here. 2-minute EMA's crossed. Ooh, Nvidia, I guess I should have hit on there. I'll only be up $20 though per contract, like 10%. Tesla, nice buys there, red candle buys. Maybe if I can get the 2-minute to flip on SPY. I just risk it, bro.
SPY 640 put. Hero 0. Oh! Okay. Okay. Beautiful entry there. Nothing crazy though. I really want to see us maybe clear out of the golden zone right here. Literally got short right there. Mm-hmm. 2-minute EMA cross retest though, right? So be careful. No bias that this plays out either, right? It is hero 0. 10-minute EMA, that's kind of a cross. They're like right on top of each other, so I'm interested to see how the sellers interact. Mid orb rejection here, SPY. Let's see if we can break a new low a day. It's interesting because a lot of things are trying to push up, right? Like Meta's trying to push up, Tesla's pushing up, Nvidia's still trying. We gotta see if these buyers stop out. 50 cents is like near low of day. That's where they stop. You tell me that you're sorry, you love me, and I love you. My heart hurts, mine does too. Well, let's go. Goodbye, SPY. Got a golden zone rejection there off the mid orb, but it has to close underneath 643. Ideally, we see a buyer stop out near the orb low. Again, try not to diddle in the middle. Grab me off that thing and let the sunboy and that boy gone. My concern is like, it's strange to see a strong rejection off of VWAP and then not to see, that continuation of a sell off here. This is definitely dangerous, right? So, I mean, extremely risky. Make sure you guys aren't forcing any trades here today. Like my thing is like I got a good entry short, but I need to see these 2-minute EMAs fail here. Because they are crossing and being retested. You do have the CBC flip short, but so really I need to see it maintain the 2-minute short and then, maybe a close under 643. Right now, it kind of feels like buyers are trying to defend this, but we'll see how it plays out. CBC is bearish on both ES and Q. I don't really see any moves on your individual names, right? Like Netflix, Apple. There's Apple's failing a little here, but not enough to where it would move the indices. So yeah, they're trying to hold that 2-minute EMA. But like what I see here on NQ is like a 3-minute trying to maintain. Trying is the key word here, right? You can see the EMA cross and retest. See if they hold that. NQ or ES is just telling a different story though. Maybe it's a 2-minute on NQ here also. No, really interesting then. Look at the like looks like a good short NQ still. Like I'm saying, 10-minute CBC bearish, 2 and 3-minute EMAs bearish. But it's stuck here off the EMAs. I need to see the buyers give up here. No, for sure, Buddha Bank. It's definitely not favorable price action. I mean, guys, it's been 46 minutes and nothing's really happened. You know? They're trying to hold those 2-minute EMAs here. Yeah, what's Nvidia doing here? Yeah, it's still, still giving that bullish look for sure. CBC bear or bullish, there's no flip. That 2-minute EMA cross and retest is what's holding SPY up right now though. Disrespect of the EMAs here in the lower time frame. Tesla to buy? They're buying the red. Right now, like honestly, guys, like we opened right here and we are 50 cents from the open. Very tight range today as well. About a $1.30, $1.27 range on SPY for the orb. Yeah, I'm still short in Q, being a little stubborn on it. But it doesn't like feel super strong. I definitely don't like, and like this could, you know, I could regret saying this, but I can't go long unless the CBC flips bullish. Now, CBC is a weaker strategy in the range, right? So I have to, you know, give that some weight to my thesis, but it hasn't been invalidated yet, right? I don't like my entry could have been a little better for sure. I did short green, but you know, they're kind of giving this a bit deeper of a pullback here. But nothing's closing over the 10-minute EMAs quite yet. And SPY is struggling, right? Like there's a big battle between buyers and sellers right here in this golden zone on SPY. But remember, I don't want you guys to shadow trade me, right? Be in the trade if you want to be in the trade. Stop out of the trade if it hits your parameters, okay? Talk to me, baby. But there have been a lot of buyers off the previous day low, lower low as well. So, wonder if they you know, they're holding that accumulation and then they overtake the sellers here that are relatively fresh off of VWAP. Two-minute EMAs are still bullish as well. Big concern for the shorts on SPY. Really a lackluster day though. I don't think we really get to move in unless the CBC like, or excuse me, not CBC, but unless we like break out of the orb here. We're dead in the middle of it. I'm down like 2 cents, $2 per contract on the Hero Zeros. Probably gonna get stopped here on NQ, yeah. Super stubborn on it.
Yeah, it looks like the 2-minute or 3-minute EMA cross retest.
Stop the NQ. Was super stubborn on it. Tough read there. They couldn't hold that golden zone. Well, and then I bet they slam it here. What looks like a long right, or is it gonna stop me out? That's probably where they slam it. But yeah, SPY right there, solid, bro. Should have hit the long, but even then, it only pushed up 3-4 points on ES. See, they crossed and retested those EMAs. Look at 2-minute, right? They were holding it. No, I think it was more so just cleaner on ES, yeah. There's the 10-minute 200 coming up. Yep, let's see what they want to set up for us today. This is if you look at today's price action, right, like on NQ, it's tough to trade because you get the CBC flip short, green candle, then they stop you out. Now they're going to try to flip CBC bullish, and then maybe it fails again, right? So we're not getting strong continuation, right? It definitely is an orb day today, so you know, trade your orb rules. You know, either look for fake out breakout or, you know, continuation off of your lower time frame EMAs. Was holding on to a little bit of a bias there for SPY because, you know, factually the 2-minute EMAs crossed and retested here. I knew that their long stop loss was 50 cents lower, but it wasn't bad risk to reward off of the golden zone for SPY, right? As well as considering that CBC was bearish in that, you know, point in time, but not a big deal. Carolina squat. Are you saying like a donk? Like a donk and bubble, bro? Like a cutlass? Yeah. Bro, that was my first car. It was a 95 Impala SS. Yes, sir. Good times. Hey, how'd you know? 212. You got some tweeters in the front. Shoot, you got the Pioneer radio with the little digital digital animation. Yeah, there you go. See, choppy day. I'm still holding the Hero Zeros. We're down $2 per contract, but man, I don't know. ES still feels like a short. You can see the games, guys. Like don't be mad at me today, right? Like I'm trying. No, I know that's a bubble. We had donks too. We had a Cutlass. We had fucking. I can't think of all of them right now, bro. Box Chevy. No, I didn't have. No, my shit was automatic, bro. I had the column shift. Sometimes the shit starts, sometimes it wouldn't. You know, a little play in the wheel. See, like, you can't be mad, bro. Like, you know, this is the fuckery that happens. You know what I mean? Like, I was short on NQ, got stopped. And now they're you know, now it looks like a short again, right? Like I said, CBC flipped bearish. They thought it was a short, then ripped it. Then it's trying to flip long. You think it's a long, then they dump it. You know what I mean? So, Hero Zeros are break even now. Hey, Hero Zero coming back. Okay. Oh, damn. Chicken Wang. 2-hour EMA rejection still. Just chilling, dude. Bro, Demo for show, dude. Hold up, man. Let me get my shit. I don't even know. It's on my dad's Facebook. I gotta find it. I mean, I got a picture of it, but Demo for show, dude. He got it for real. I gotta go back far, dude. Dude, my dad fucking be posting on Facebook. Damn. Hey, yep, that's me, bro. Look. Oh, this was my car right here. I think we had 22s on it. That shit was scrubbing though, dude. I don't know how people with like 26s, 28. That's crazy. Like, look, this is what I'm saying, man. I don't even really care to trade this. This is ass right now. It's just super ass right now. Dude, me too, man. That shit was fun. Like, if you ever had an Impala, bro, you already know the little spoiler back here. That shit would always be chipping with paint. I think I got this one painted, but I would be in the back in high school, bro, with the Sharpie filling in the little paint chips. Luckily, the shit was black. Dude, this is the middle again here. I don't know. Oh shit, that's fire, dude. And then the Impala just went to shit after that, dude. Hey, look at oh shit, he's driving it. Fuck yeah. That's it right there, bro. Look at it. That shit was fun, dude. That shit was fun. Good times, man. Good times. With the beat in the back. Dude, one time my shit got searched, dude. We were driving. I know it's a little slow right now, but I'm still holding Hero Zeros. But we were driving through. I forgot my license, dude. We pulled through. What is it? What are those called? A roadblock. Dude, I left Georgia. I've never gone through a roadblock. Right, knock on wood, because I don't want that shit to happen again. But never, whatever. Didn't have my license. Went through the roadblock. Dude is like, oh, you need to pull over here. They start searching my car, bro. I'm like 16, 17. I'm like, fuck, dude. Why are you fucking with me, man? They're pulling out. They're really shaming me because they start pulling out candy wrappers. My friends stuffed in the back and a bag of chips, and they didn't find anything. Dude, it's cause my dad, bro. It's because my fucking dad, bro. I kind of want to short NQ, but I feel crazy doing it. Because it, like, look at the EMAs. Dude, same, man. We did have a little weed, right? It was me and my wife. And imagine that, bro, right? Her uncle was on the fucking drug task force, and she was like, hey, do you know my Uncle Eddie? The dude was super buff. She was like, yeah, I work out. I work out with Eddie all the time. And he was digging through her bag, and then he dropped it. He's just like, okay, y'all are free to go. We left. I was gone, bro. I'm like, why are you fucking with me, dude? She saved my life that day. Um, Dude, this is bullshit trading NQES today. There's no movement really anywhere. Bro, I know. Eddie got a boat. Eddie went and got a fucking boat. Shit, I owe him a beer. He doesn't even know. Which is the best part about that story. Dude, I don't know about this, man. Yeah, Bob, we've been together. I was 15, man. I'm 28 now. It's crazy. Bro, this is super indecisive. I kind of don't like what? I don't know. I don't really like the short because the lower time from EMAs are not in my favor. CBC on 10-minute is. I don't know. But bro, yeah, I was targeted, dude, all the time. I'd leave like get out of high school, and then they'd be like pulling me over. Oh, you're not wearing a seatbelt. You're not this. You're tint. You know this, that. Fuck them, dude. Mm-hmm, 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 mm-hmm. Lorb High would probably be pretty good on ES, but it's just in the middle, man. I could take NQ short, risking VWAP, maybe. I don't know. NQ short, VWAP risk area. I don't know. This day is not really the best price action wise. I told all of you it could be a range orb day. Nothing super exciting. So just make sure you're trading safe. But I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Dude, I know, this is bullshit, honestly. I mean, like, couple tags here or there, but nothing super, like, exciting. We're stuck in the middle. I'd love to see, like, mid orb break, retest, hold it, then flush, but they're buying everything under, like, I mean, I don't know, you can say the inverse, too. They're selling everything over VWAP. Pinned in the middle, could go either way. Oh, we have a date. What data? Oh, at minutes data Wednesday. Yeah, here we go. I need a bit more urgency on SPY so that these 640s. Let's cook it. I'd love to see like a lower low here. It's just such a tight orb day. I wonder if we get a double break on the orb. Excuse me. Go. I want to kind of hold this for a lower low break. It's not, guaranteed by any means. But I wonder if the buyers exhaust here. Now that's the same thing as these buyers who bought the lows were holding through these highs here. But they did get a scale at the high of day, right? Liquidity sweep look. So I'm looking for a price to break under or previous day, or excuse me, yeah, previous day low, London orb low, and today's orb low, right? Big old whammy. 20 points on NQ. I need a little more than that to get back that last tag. What levels do I have to the downside? I got target previous day low 642.5 on SPY, then underneath that 642 pre-market low. I'm not gonna predict this, but I think sometime this week we see the CPI pre-market high. That's at 640.12. If it goes today, we hit a 5-bagger. NQ 30-point gain, covered half. Next target NQ, maybe bill breaker 700 would be ideal. Make sure you scale and trail along the way. Ooh, we're getting paid fat on the hero zeros. Almost 100% are here. Should probably de-risk. 50% gain on the 640 put, sold half. So like, oh my bad, I meant to mute. So like, first hero zero, I took 50%, right? Take profit on half of it. Could still, like, ideally we don't let it go to zero, but I'll let it go past, maybe the break even just a little bit if we can. We'll see though. We'll see how it wants to play. Oh shit. But like big pain would be 640.12. But like you have to be careful, like, if you go back and look at the orb here, so like we're green on the day. A little red on some futures accounts, but green overall because of the hero zeros. Um, like you see, we broke the orb and then they swept it, right? Now they broke the orb again. You don't want them to sweep this and keep it a range day, although the probability of that is a little high. Making me nervous. I need to see if we want continuation lower. I don't want to see a close above the or below today. 642.53. We got a double break. They swept it the last time they broke the orb high. But if it closes back above the orb low today, I feel like it's just going to maintain its range, right? There's not enough volume or for a buy or sell imbalance. See, good scale there because like now we're back close to break even here on this 640 puts. See, look at that 10-minute close. They couldn't even close outside of it, bro. Watch the 3-minute EMA cross and retest. I mean, it could just be a choppy range day, guys. You know, that's never out of the question. Nope, we did not close below the or below. Oh, excuse me. I'm just monitoring 10-minute candle by candle method. It's been short since like 10 a.m. 30 orbs set right at close like that. They had great sells. This, you know, you can't really equate for, you know what I mean? You either get stopped out or you wait to short the orb high or sit on hands. Lower time frame EMA retest here. I think right now is a great time for the listeners to, you know, gauge what is like viable or favorable price action to them. For me, I don't really favor these orb days. Some traders might think, hey, all you have to do is short support, or excuse me, buy support, short resistance. But not every day plays out like that. So make sure you monitor this, right? Journal it, write it down, so that when you experience this again, you have that signal to maybe pull back. Refrain from taking more trades or sizing down. Trailing stop loss hit NQ, green trade. Oh, my bad. My bad. See, like, and I'm glad I got my scale on the hero zeros, but like, look at this price action, bro. Nice. Nice, Krabby. Yeah, CBC again is a weaker strategy when trading in a range, right? Like, and you have to know where you're gonna scale. I knew, hey, pivot lower low. That's a scale and trail. I should have maybe been a bit more aggressive with the trailing stop. But like, look at how they're trapping you guys today, right? Oh, massive bearish look, and then now they're about to flip CBC long. What you think is super bearish is the long today. Same thing here. If you think it's super bullish, that's the short. Yo, congrats. Yeah, for sure. But like, I don't know. It was a clean orb day, you know. But I mean, like, you didn't know that was the orb at the start. Maybe 15 orb, right? 15 orb, then it bounces 30 orb, rejects 30 orb high, bounces 30 orb low, mid orb, and then it bounces again off orb low here. You know, it's hard for me to go like short again. You know, I'd love a short, maybe orb high. But then, you know, I mean, that's the third test, right? And it was also the third test of the support. I mean, really, honestly, if you guys feel super confused, now's a good time to log off, probably. I'm thinking short, 10-minute CBC risk. This is where they keep trying to sell it, but the buyer is really holding 62. I mean, imagine trading it right like that ES range. You know, you're fighting over 5 points up or down. This is a 3-minute test on NQ. I feel indecisive for sure. There's a 2-minute flip. What's VWAP? 85. I could risk VWAP area again. NQ short, VWAP, 10-minute CBC risk. Do not shadow trade me, guys. Do not. Okay, please. Done it. Done it. Mm-hmm. You know, I like the 3-minute EMA like interaction here, but I mean, it's not a trend day, and the lower time frame EMAs are, you know, your urgency time frame. You could see a disrespect here. Exactly. Daniel says this, right? He said, "How many times has he overtraded on a morning like this and blew up only to get a clean trend later in the day with perfect entry areas, but he couldn't trade it." Exactly, dude. You know, like I don't want anyone to over trade this. We've gone back and forth, right? I'm still green on the day from options, futures, a little back and forth, red green on some accounts. But this isn't, you know, a make or break day for us. CBC just flipped bullish. I should probably cut here. Interesting. NQ flipped. ES did not. SPY 2-minute EMA cross retest. I don't know. You guys like diddling in the middle? Today apparently I do. What did Nvidia do? See, like, and what if I went long on Nvidia, right? Like that would have failed. AMD retesting orb. Meta held orb low, kind of just inching up here. Yeah, it's just a choppy morning, guys. Honestly, I recommend that you log off. Right? Save your funded account, save your evals. There's no reason to force price action in a market like this. This is an opening, a slow open to a fresh week. You know, either side doesn't want to get ahead of one another. Maybe in the afternoon, like Daniel was saying, but right now, I mean, don't kill yourself over this. No, I mean, a good strategy would be like trading the orb. You see, like, it just going long near the orb low or short near the orb high. You know, smaller size. Maybe you can feel, you know, get feeler entries into it. But other than that, I mean, like, trading a range is being able to accept the risk at a support or resistance, and taking the trade and letting it play out. Right? It's either going to stop you out for a continuation, or you can see that range rejection. Now, of course, in a range, you want to have smaller targets, right? Opposing EMAs, VWAP, mid-orb, you name it. But I want you guys to look at something. Look at VWAP. A lot of people ask, Maple, how can I tell if it's a range? Now, we can't say it's going to be a range day all day, but how can I tell if it's a range day? Does anyone have the answer? And I don't want you to say 30-minute orb. How can you tell that the market is ranging today? Or at least, you know, the first half of the day. Does anyone have that answer? Exactly. Saul says VWAP and EMA's flat. Look at your 2-minute EMAs. Not giving you any sense of structure. Look at VWAP. It's in the middle of price action. Okay, so when you see that, see, like, look at this. We're holding strength beneath it. You get a trend to the downside, right? Holding strength above it. EMA is guiding price action, right? We continue to push higher. When's the last time we had a range day? We haven't had a range day in a minute, too, bro. Look at this. Okay, look. VWAP in the middle of price action. That tells me, right? What is VWAP? Our volume weighted average price, right? That means that the volume is balanced. You know, roughly equal amount of shorts and longs on the tape in the volume, right? Until you start to see some, you know, extension from those, from VWAP guided by those EMAs. Today, that's all you're seeing is, you know, price kind of like, you know, you see this like a rubber band, right? Oh, you're pulling away from VWAP, right? It wants to gravitate, snap back right towards it. A little bit of momentum, snap backs right to it, right? And we're just focused on VWAP. Today is a day where traders will get absolutely liquidated, destroyed. They'll lose accounts, they'll lose their mind, all for, you know, a range of $1.27, right? So don't be that trader. Don't do that to yourself. You know, again, my options trades are fine today. But futures, you know, you're gonna take some tags. Now, what's more painful to me, and you guys may disagree with this, but what's more painful to me is like taking losses on in hindsight a clear trend day, right? Or missing entries on a clear trend day. Taking losses in a choppy range, dude, this is, you have to, you know that you're going to experience this, right? There's no way around it aside from taking the day off. And I already took Friday off, so I am about to get out of here soon because I'm not going to force anything. But, you know when to nip it in the bud. Yeah, exactly. Kochi says, yep, I'm taking the day off. And what might entice you later is like, oh man, like there's a trend in the afternoon. Who gives a fuck? You know, who cares, man? My job in the market is to not capture every inflection, every push up, push down. My job in the market is to trade my system. If my system is not being presented, don't force it, right? Yo, Jake says $200, small profit, but done for the day. That's great profit, dude. You know how many people are down thousands of dollars and wish that they were only up 200? That's amazing. Great work, bro. I know, dude. You guys, you guys having fun today? Holy shit. Yeah, I'm trading right now. I'm in Hero Zeros. I already de-risked half at 50% of the 640 puts, and I'm down like 5 points on NQ. Yeah, you know, I mean, you know, I look back, dude. I know, and I hate that divergence sometimes too, because you know, like I saw CBCs were different. Oh, for sure. Yeah, the CBC was bullish. Yeah, yeah. But I mean, like looking at it, you know, you have a lot of people who maybe chopped up the last 5 hours of OPEX on Friday, and then like I went back and we haven't really had a range orb day like this in like 2 weeks, right? So we're priced in, timed in for one. I think that this is going to open up the window for more opportunity of range, or not range, but of trend or continuation days later in the week. Um, but again, I think the main goal for listeners today is to not tilt or liquidate yourself on a Monday. You guys should really be showing um, complete like resolve, and give yourself grace as well if you are struggling on a day like this. There's nothing worse than over trading on a range bound, like what's today's orb, $1.27, like forcing trades on a day like today and then seeing trends the rest of the week, right? That's super painful. So I recommend, right, if you're red today, if you're just not reading price action well, there's nothing wrong with walking away. You're not going to miss out on much of anything. Oh, you're good. You're good, Jimmy. The key for short is the previous monthly high. Not bad though. I mean, for two hero zeros taken and to make 50% on both of them, that's pretty good given today's range. Like I would say, like 70 or 60 to 70% of the time, we've been hugging between 643.2 to 643, like 20 cents in this little range. So CBC is bullish on NQ, which concerns me, but it's not on ES. So the EMAs are bullish though on ES. Nice work, bro. I've been 3 minute CBC bearish. We'll see if they can flip it back short. I done dozed off. I done closed off. Now she wanna call me like she doesn't know that phone's off. Die, die, die. I've been. No, I don't use Heikinashi candles. Bro, whenever I see someone type out Heikinashi, I always think like Heineken. You trade the Heineken candles, bro? You trade the Heine? Jimmy, brother, what? What are you talking about, bro? Every day, CBC's 10 minute. Look at this. Spy's 10 minute. Meta's 10 minute. It's just today is super choppy. Well, yeah, 10 minutes might go too, man. Every day. Oh, God, dude. You know what I need? It's time for some Sheila. Why did it go to Michael Jackson and I click Sheila? Siri, play Oh Sheila. Siri, I need you to play Oh Sheila. Oh my god, dude. We'll see. This is a super slow move. Get it, baby. Mm. There's a big demand there at 48. That's a great area to de-risk. Dun, 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 dun. Yo, you be shimmying them shoulders, bro. You can't even frown listening to this, dude. I just wanna spin around in my chair, bro. Uh, mm, mm. Yeah. All right, 20-point gain. NQ covered half. Morning comes. Sheila. Guys, cover some. My mother always said, "What's good for the goose is good for the gander." What does that mean, bro? What? What's good? Guys, I can Google it, but I want to know what it means, not what AI is gonna tell me. What does what's good for the goose is good for the gander mean? What does that mean, brother? Sheila. Yo, what's up, chasing money? Nobody's got the answer, because what the fuck does that mean? What does good for the goose is good for the gander mean? Um, if something is fair or acceptable for one person, it should be fair or acceptable for another person as well. Am I the goose or am I the gander? The goose is loose, baby. The goose is loose. Just you wait and see. All right, now we're gonna listen to some Michael Jackson. We need a banger though, bro. I don't want to listen to the. What was fire, bro? The news, like from his newer album. Oh, Chicago was a banger. He talking shit. Uh. We're gonna listen to Michael, y'all. See, like, what you thought was a long was a short. Now what you think is a short could be a long. Yo, we want the butts. CBC flip. Dirty Diana. Oh, the Drake. Off the wall. No. Yo, POT's fine. I know that's a known banger. Come from baby. Yup, crisscross. Bro, yes. To love you. Dude, this is so boring. Nothing, Charles, nothing. You missed nothing, bro. I wish I was in your spot. Aside from the money made, I just fucking nothing, dude. Dude, I need to cut the grass too. The grass needs to chill, okay? The grass needs to stop fucking growing. Give me a break, okay? I kind of missed the sand in the backyard because I didn't have to mow back there. And now it's like, you gotta weed eat, you gotta mow it, you gotta edge it, you gotta leaf blow it, bop it, you gotta twist it. You gotta everything, dude. I'm tired of it. Grass got fucking hands, okay? Grass is beating me up. Dude, for real, I'm about to call my buddy Francisco. Good old Frank. Hit up Frank, see he'll give me a good number. Normally he does. Dude, they sold, like, Ryobi sold me an edger, bro. But the battery lasts 10 minutes. So I was out there without it being edged at all, probably in 10 years. And I was like, you know, I'm super, like, I love efficiency. So, like, no matter what I was doing, I was like, oh shit, battery's charged. I gotta go outside and edging. Oh, I'm cooking dinner. I gotta go outside and edge. Oh, I'm playing rivals. I gotta go outside and edge. Oh, I'm studying. I gotta go outside and edge the fucking grass because the battery lasts 10 minutes. So I need to go buy some more batteries. Take you there, bro. I don't know, man. Maybe I need a gas weed eater. I'm team electric, team cobalt, right? I just like the shade of blue. Also, the warranty's fire. I bought all the shovels and shit. The wagon, right? If you can have a shovel, and it could be 10 years. And if you just want to go get a new shovel, you just bring in the shovel and they'll go let you get a new one. Now that's all on things that are not battery powered or anything, but you can't beat it, bro. You think I'm gonna pay $200 for a Milwaukee shovel? It's the same thing. Mm-hmm. Dude, that's what I'm saying. Dude, they gave me the 2 amp hour. So the baby one. What am I gonna That's just garbage. What am I gonna do with that? You got a 3-minute EMA retest here. Not bad risk to reward. But again, this is our choppy day. SPY is not doing anything. But I will say the edger's fire though. Oh man, well welcome to my TED Talk where we've done nothing today. Well, while it's slow, I mean, we'll talk about this, but like, I was baking cookies the other day, right? Hold on, Michael. We're gonna have to pause you, Michael. I was baking cookies the other day, right? And I was like, you know, I used to bake the cookies like 10 years ago, right? And I would bake them like they would look done. I would bake them till they looked like they were done in the oven, right? You guys ever do that? And then when you pull them out and they cool off after 30 seconds because you're a cookie degen, cookie monster. Those motherfuckers were like bricks, dude. So like I'm like the same thing goes with trading because I don't make cookies like that anymore. Many times when the cookies are ready to be pulled out of the oven, they still look a little raw. It's still a little early. So the same thing goes with your trading. A lot of traders think, man, this is the entry, right? That looks like the trend is done. This is my confirmation, right? And then what happens? They get obliterated versus something like the cookies are a little raw in the oven, right? But they're going to bake on the pan after you pull them out. And then right there you make, 10, 15 points. It can continue lower. If today wasn't such a low volume range day, we would have smashed 100 points lower by now. But I don't know, man. I really feel like maybe that will help your thought process when it comes to entries, right? Don't look for the cookies that are... Don't look to take the entry when the cookie looks like it's done in the oven, okay? Take the entry when it's a little gooey still, right? It's going to cook on the pan after you pull it out, and you're going to enjoy the best cookies of your life. Welcome to day trading the stock market, okay? Where you're such a fucking degen, you just think about trading while baking cookies. Dude, I used to go and eat Crumble, and then I saw that they were trying to kill us, right? Crumble is trying to murder you, all right? They want you to have blocked arteries by 45. I know the shit's good. It's like crack, dude, okay? It's not good for you. Don't do it. 1,000, 1,200 calories per cookie. They're trying to murder you. Dude, and I know I love butter, don't get me wrong, but you're telling me I could go and get a big ass quesadilla with beans and rice and some tortilla chips with a water, because we're pushing the calorie limit, right? With a water, and that's the same amount as eating one soggy ass cookie. Make it make sense, chat. Make it make sense. Dude, yeah, the serving size is a quarter of the cookie. That's nuts. What person eats a quarter of the cookie? Nobody, right? They're tricking you. Come on, just give me the biggest red candle ever right now, and then have the chasers come and buy my contracts. Bro, motherfucker got the $500 battery, man. Look at that shit. He's rich. I don't care what Giant tells you. You know, he tells you all this other shit. Bro, he's rich. All right. You see the color of all those tools? This shit's red. He's rich. Okay. I see him cheating though, right? He cheaped out on the multi-scanner. It's okay, bro. It's okay. You know, I get it, but you splurged on this. Look at him, bro. HD 12.0. The .0 is not even necessary. They just put it on there because this shit's expensive. He's just flexing on us today. Oh my god, dude. Look, and like I told you, right? Look. The cookies were done at 765. Now you have people who like the crusty cookies down here, right? They eating dirt. They give it to their wife. Their wife's like, I'm okay, babe. It's okay. Save them for the kids. Fuck it. Right? That's the cookies that you're serving right now. Yeah, that shit burnt. Please, Spy, just drop. I'm not leaving. Not leaving till they pay me again. Dude, I know, like, where do I go? Like, when I'm 60, I mean, I'm still gonna trade, but, bro, what's gonna happen, dude? I don't even have to trade. I'll just sit there. Give me a couple ounces and set up a camera and a couple mics, and that's the show right there. When I'm 60. What do you mean by that, damn boy? I mean, there's nothing really going on. We're making money, right? I'm up like, what is that? Fucking good chunk right here. About 30 points. But I want to see like a flush under low a day. And the hero zeros we de-risked half. Those are down $1 per contract. Oh, a little dirty in here. Bro, where you been? Exactly, Jimmy. You can't take the money with you when you die. That being said, if y'all don't go buy a chimichanga today or a shrimp tempura roll, what are you doing with your money? I will say a good substitute would be like a $5 meal deal. McDonald's is a scamming bitch though, because they bumped up the McDouble meal deal $1. It's not worth, but I'll still get it. Exactly, Milwaukee batteries. Bro, my all my tools, I look like I'm getting the Infinity Stones, bro. I got red, green, blue, little yellow in there. It's a good time. All right, 35-point gain here in Q. Make sure you manage the trade. I want to see a lower low under 718. And potentially bill breaker 700. Little pink. You know, I'm not a raw fish eater. Like, we have fire, right? Why are we eating it raw? I don't understand. Does anyone have an argument for that? right? Like we could be like I wasn't on the debate team, but I should have been cuz why would you want to eat fish raw? There's no positive argument for it. You're going to tell me it tastes good? You can tell me it tastes good, right? What are you, a fucking lizard, bro? You like slimy stuff? You like to eat slimy things? Yeah, okay, poetic. You a freak? You a freak. My freak radar is going off right now, and it's pointing at poetic. Freaky deaky, man. It's okay. Oh, hell no. You guys are talking about tartar. Hey. Today, though, I'll probably make some steak. Some steak and taters. What's the best version of the potatoes, guys? I mean, you got mashed, you got baked, you got roasted. Me today, I'm gonna make some mashed. Hash brown, you know. Exactly, Jimmy. That's funny. All right, come on down. It's 40 points here. Dude, hash browns are fire. I don't know, man. I kind of want to starve myself today, though. Like, I made some chicken and broccoli yesterday, and don't get me wrong, it was good, but I ate a lot of rice. So I don't think I'll eat today. I'm gonna try to push it to like 6 o'clock. I'll push it to 6 o'clock. Do 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 do. Yo, can I get a salsa recipe in the chat? Like a good hot one that's simple to make. Right? I got habaneros, I got the dried chilies, I got the tomatoes, the onions, the limes, right? Salt and pepper, of course. But I need a fire salsa, like one that you guys trust, okay? Because I don't want to sit here and waste my time. None of that watery. This is just red mush, right? We want it hot. So boring, dude. Mm-hmm. Tomatillo avocado. Like you'd making a green salsa? We need the pica, bro. Is that the pica? The hot? Oh my god, dude. Maybe another 2 minute EMA pullback. I don't like the Orvalo move. The Hero Zero trade might, we might have to hold it a little further or, I don't know. If it breaks over that pivot on VWAP, I'll probably cut it. I know it's Hero Zero, but there's no reason to hold at that point. PTIR, bro. Oh, excuse me. Wake up. I don't know. Interesting 10-minute candle close. It's a 3-minute EMA interaction here on NQ. But all day, everything you think is a long is a short. Everything you think is a short is a long. So I'd be very cautious with the continuation thesis here. I am short, but I have a trailing stop loss set. Yeah, I'll be right back. Yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. If you shorted 2-minute EMAs or 3-minute EMAs, fantastic. I'm super bored. I'm about to. I wish I could take a nap, but not in the cards today. We gotta get some shit done. What the fuck, Chloe? Chloe, quit itching your ear like that. Fucking itching her ear, bro. Oh, excuse me. What's the matter? You remember the time? Jesus Christ. I'm super bored, bro. Two-minute EMA is trying to hold here. As I say that, they punch into him. I don't know, man. Probably gonna cut the remainder. Yeah, I mean, there's more. The more size with TPT is great, but the problem with it is traders' discipline. Like keep the same size that you would on a 25 or 50K, and just grind it out slow, bro. Let's see if they flip the CBC on NQ here. It's already 11:50. Super boring day, but not a bad session. They flipped it on NQ. EMA's don't align with that. Oh shit. Like I said, 2-minute EMAs aren't lining up with that thesis. They could be negated though. They need the CBC to flip. I'm still holding the short. We're up what? 22 points? 21? Hey, Aaron? 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 I'm thinking the E's at the end, but it's starting with it, I assume. Aaron? Oh my god. Aaron con pollo. Oh my god, dude. No, I mean, like, I'm pretty much done for the day. Like, really, I'm just waiting for another scale on the Hero Zeros if they ever give it. as well as on NQ as well. You know, all the shorts want a lower low. And if all the shorts want a lower low, that means that they're really stressing to get out of their position, right? So as time progresses, you know, these shorts will become much more impatient, and then those trailing stops get much tighter, right? They're not holding an ask with as much strength or size, you know, and then maybe the buyers hold a bit of confidence just because of the potential of that higher low maintaining. Right now I see the lower time frame, like the 3-minute EMAs holding here. If you shorted 3-minute, let's say the middle of that, you hit 52, you're at 42 now, you make 10 points. Is open up? I saw it was, oh yeah, off the rip. Interesting. There we go. Nice hold on the short. Nothing happened, Colchi. We're still in the orb range. Like, everyone's waiting for a low of day break that may never come. If I go to the 2 hour, right, like, it looks like a good area for a short because, or, you know, this morning where we hit the short. 2-minute or 2 hour EMAs rejecting after crossing, and I believe the daily has not flipped CBC yet, so that's a big problem, you know. And then like we'd have to fail under 642.32, which we touched today but just wicked back up, so we'll see. Nothing super exciting. Still green on the day from options, little back and forth on futures. Yeah, you didn't. If anything, Colchi, I wish I was in your shoes, bro. I wish I went for a walk because there's nothing going on. I don't know, dude. I'm sitting here holding. I don't know, man. I think I'm gonna call it. It's 12 o'clock. CBC's bullish on NQ, but I have a trailing stop set. And hero zeros, you know, monitor this position if you're still holding. I've de-risked half of it, so nothing real crazy going on today. But until next time, guys, I will see you all tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern. We'll go over pre-market prep, trade the market live, and continue to dominate price action. Ideally, we see price action outside of the orb tomorrow, get a couple scalps in, call it a day. So, but thank you all for your time today. You guys have a great Monday, and I'll catch you later. Bye.